Good morning everyone. Now it's time for the fourth preview of Pink16, and this time I'm going to highlight some of the tracks, especially some of the newer tracks we have this year. So let's have a look at the website here. We actually have a description of all the tracks. Last week I talked about the Power Hour. Sunday we have optimizer sessions that just help you get prepared for the rest of the few days. We have a track on leadership, strategic management, the Lean IT and Agile track. This we call track 3. If you click on this plus sign, you've done this before, right? You know what I'm talking about. It expands and we get all of these sessions. So very quickly, I just want to point out a few general remarks about the types of sessions we have here. We have people who've been there and done that or are there and doing it. People who are practitioners right out in the trenches. Jeff Westcott at Interactive Intelligence in Indianapolis. He's an IT service manager and he's worked with Lean. And he's going to talk about how in an organization, his responsibilities of working with people who are engaging with customers, how do we use Lean Six Sigma to help us reduce waste and work more efficiently. Then we got Kathy Kirch, who's a regular speaker, and in fact a past case study of the year, award-winning speaker at our annual conference. She's talking about how to work with mainly the Agile development environment and also how it compares to traditional Waterfall development environments, techniques that we use these days. She's going to talk about her experience and how you make the comparisons and decisions amongst those. Then we got some real big heavy hitters here. Mike Ozen, who's a well-published author and one of the founding fathers of Lean in the IT environment. He's going to talk about his implementation field guide, which is his 20 years of experience working with Lean in an IT environment. Then we got Charlie Betts, who's a frequent speaker as well at our event, very well-respected researcher and publisher and commentator on trends in IT. He's actually talking about a model we haven't talked about very much in previous years, IT for IT model. It's almost an alternative to ITIL and the ITSM world that we've been familiar with so far. So that's going to be interesting. He's talking about how to use Lean and IT in that kind of environment. And then we've got the old favorites, people like Troy DeMoulet, Gary Case, Jack Probst, who are all Pink Senior and Vice President and Principal Consultants. And they're talking about Lean in the world of ITIL, ITSM, DevOps. Carla Leanhardt, who works for John Deere, and she has a really interesting story to tell us about how she's leading. She's almost a Lean champion worldwide for John Deere, working remotely and talking about how she's changing the culture at the grassroots level and getting people to embrace the world of Lean. Tons of stuff here on Lean IT, Agile, Scrum, DevOps. In fact, if you look further down, we even have another track all about DevOps. So it's not just the world of ITIL at Pink's conference every year. We're getting into some of the newer trends and technologies that we've been using in the last couple of years. There's tons of stuff here for everybody. So hopefully, when we get there in the middle of February and we're talking about the world of IT service management, we can relate it to other newer developments that are happening that can help us not just to implement ITSM, but the most important thing is deliver those positive results for the business. Hope to see you there. Before then, I'll see you next week for another discussion about what we're going to do in the program to help you out. See you then.